good day.
Hello, I know I was going to say good morning, but it may not be for you.
Whatever part of the world, whatever part of the day you're in, good that to you. So it is time to talk about, now I've lost my list. We're going to talk about working with data tables. So this is a big part of GIS. When people first think about GIS, they think just mapping, but it's the data that's the power. I mean, just making a map, that's nice, but all the things that can go with it and all the stuff you can do, that's what's really cool.
Yeah, and a lot of times you get data tables from other people, and then you can't even do the map because you have to clean up the data table a little bit first. So this is the kind of behind the scenes. It's like if you go to a play, this is the set making, all of the stuff that happens behind the
The backstabbing, oh wait, no,
scenes.
sorry. I do a lot of theater. So
So I'm going to pull up a, okay. Are you seeing my screen?
we're about to, there it is. Got it.
Okay, let me move the little thing. Oh, I'm not gonna want it moved there. Okay, moving around my Zoom controls so it doesn't cover up my screen. Okay, so I have a parcels layer, and let's take a look first at the attribute table, see what we got. And I've got several versions of this, so I'm not even sure what I've got here. Let's find out. Um, okay, so this is the basic stuff. All right. Um, yeah, so this is where you look at your data. I guess you already know that. You can also edit it from here. You can do all kinds of weird stuff from here. Let's start with adding a new field because that's something that you may do often. Um, yeah, so you just click add field and it puts you in this list. What do I want to call this? I want to call this, let's see, book. It does not have an alias. Oh, and I see that all my other ones are caps. So I'm going to do that like that, but it's not required. That's just what I want to do.
That alias one is a handy thing because, we're used to the field names have to be short. You can't have any spaces in them or anything like that. But that alias, that you can just let your imagination go wild.
Yeah, I'm going to leave that for now. And did you see I tried to just single click and it didn't work. So you got to do the double click to get into one of the
Hmm.
next. This one I'm going to have as a text field.
And there's explanations of all of those other options online,
Hmm.
which I myself have often said, wait a minute, do I want to use long integer or anyway? And so you just look it up and you go, oh, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So
You can mess with the length for now. I'll just leave it. 255 is the max, so that it always starts with that. Um, I usually clean that up because it makes it harder to look at your table if everything's really long, but
and it also takes more space as far as storage.
that's okay. So there's all kinds of other um, fields, but you don't have to necessarily mess with those at all. Um, so let's go like, um, yes, I would like to proceed. Not sure where I was supposed to. Oh, I guess I can hit save up here was what I was supposed to do.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just go ahead and do that.
That's the great thing is it makes sure that you don't just move on to the next stop without saving it. And that's true throughout, in the symbology. If you haven't applied the symbology and you go to exit, a lot of times when you exit it, it automatically saves it because it's part of the function, but you always get a warning.
Yeah, so now we're here and we've got our new field. That's awesome. So what I'm going to do is um, this layer is parcels. All parcels have a book, page, and lot numbers. that make up this APN. So this is the page, and we have this field because we link to the assessor's map at LA County. So, but I thought it would be kind of fun to just do extract just the book. So what we will do, let's do some select by attributes. I'm going to go, because you guys know how to do this already. Yep, I want a new selection and I want where page contains the text, because it's a text field. We saw that already. Contains the text.
But wait, it looks like it's a number.
It does look like it's a number, but it's not, I assure
It's
you.
not.
Uh-uh. And I'm not sure if this needs quotes or not, so we're going to just run it and see if it works. Yeah,
Remember
and it
that
looks
is
like
explained several times in the book about numbers that aren't numbers and that are text.
but
And
this knows it's a text field.
yeah,
That's why it said
right.
that. If you were working with a numeric field, it wouldn't give you that. So, and then because it said text, that's why I guessed that I didn't need quotes. So, and it worked. So let's go, okay. And then this is a cool thing. So right now we're looking at the whole table. But if you come down here, I'm going to hover over it. I can show only the selected records. So I'm going to click on that. So now you can see that it's all the ones that start with 4171. And then now I'm going to show you one of my favorite tabular things, and that is to calculate the. And so what we're going to do is type 4171 in there. Ooh, someday we'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So book equals. I'm going to do double quotes. I'm not sure which one it's going to want, but we'll just try. And that's a good thing for you to know as well, is just give it a try and see what happens. So let's go like that so I can actually see the field and see if it works.
And this is a pretty big data set with 13,000 records. So you could expect it might take a little chunking.
Okay. Yep.
There
And
we
so it
go.
did it with the double quotes, so that's good to know. All right. And so I could do that for all of the, extract the page out of all of them and then do some sort of mapping where I show each book by color. And there's usually a book is just a certain region. But that's not what we're showing you today. We're showing you this other cool stuff. This is a handy thing where you can switch your highlighted. You can do that from right here in the table. That's gonna probably take a while. And that does not seem to be.
There
Oh,
it goes.
there it goes. Okay. So all
How
that
you
did
do
was,
it though. It
huh?
just I saw you do it.
Yeah, that's okay. We
Yeah.
can be patient. Um,
Wait. Since when could we be patient?
well,
So if
I
you're
know,
impatient and
I know,
because you want the computer to hurry up and do something, it doesn't care.
yeah.
That is a
So we've
challenge of
also got
GIS.
clear selection. Now that we've got stuff chosen, we could delete the selection, which would delete all the rows and all the polygons for those ones that are selected. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ask you to trust me that that works, but you can always do that. I do that sometimes. I have some layers where I'm adding features and I click an extra click and it adds a row. And so then you can go in and just select your oops row and delete your oops. Oh, that's kind of nice. Yeah, you can zoom to the selection if you want. let's see what else is on my list. Delete fields, I showed you that. Okay. Oh, now that we're in here, we could actually just start typing stuff. I think I probably have to turn on edit. Nope. Nope. Let's see. Double click. Yeah, good. So this one is 4163. So I can just type stuff in and it'll stick. So that's nice. Whoops. It's a little finicky. So do watch that it's taking what you're doing because that I find editing in Pro is a little bit, like I say, finicky. So you can definitely type in stuff. You can do all kinds of fun things.
And like something I do, like I had a project that I was looking at the other day where I added the project names. There were like, I don't know, maybe 30 records was in this, but it was an important thing. And so I had like case numbers for each thing, but that's not something that you would want to use for the public to say what these are. So it could be the Jones project. It could be the Trader Joe's grocery store or whatever it might be that you could type in. So those are kind of handy things. Not kind of, it's very handy things. And then when you go to do your labeling, you can use that field and ta-da, it has a real name on it instead of just what you have in what you had normally in your database.
Yeah, yeah. So I think, Barry, is there anything else in?
You can do math too with these
Oh,
things.
yeah. I mean, we don't, what? Really?
So, I mean, like one that you'll have commonly, let's say you have one field that is one field is the working population and another field is the total population, and you want to know the percent working. Well, you just say create a new field of working percent and then take your working pop and then in the calculator do one field, the working population divided by the total population. It's
Mhm.
it's just shocking how easy it is. And before students know how to do that, and they're doing these things like in manual ways, you're like, oh, I can't wait until you get to that part and can do it.
There's also handy where you can calculate the geometry. So this gives, I'm not going to run it, but I'll open it and show you. Um, yeah, so you can do, that's the field. And then um, you have things that you can choose from here. So maybe I wanted that something else. Although I'm really
Well,
surprised they don't offer
yeah,
eight.
like what usually happens is you don't have the area, you don't have a field that says the area at all, and you can use the calculate geometry and tell it calculate the area and do it in acres, calculate the area and do it in hectares, calculate the area and do it in square feet, whatever you need. Anyway, that's a really cool thing, and you can see all the different things that you can calculate here.
Yeah, it's that is weird though. It's giving choices I didn't expect. That's okay.
And do you have
Um,
to fill in the coordinate system?
I'm guessing no, it's not required. So I'm guessing it
Okay.
should just take, yeah.
Yeah, it's
It,
not really a big issue now with Pro, but like let's say you were doing the whole world and you wanted to calculate the area of each country. I guess that might have an issue.
well, but this is the parcels layer already has a coordinate system
Oh yeah,
set.
yeah. No, I mean
So
if you're
so
doing something,
perhaps if you want to know how many acres in Mercator or how many
ooh,
acres in, State Plain, I guess it could probably do that. We're not going to try that.
we ain't doing that. We ain't
Nope.
doing that. No way.
All right. So once you have everything the way you want it, you do save. Save all edits. Sure, I'll save them. It's kind of a nothing layer for me.
The savings don't stop.
And then now we can go, oh, actually, now we can go here and we can do data export. You can export the tables separately if you want, but typically you're going to export features. And so then now, yeah, let's leave that. Okay, so I've got things selected, so it's only going to give me the records that were selected. And you will see that all of our edits that we did are there as well. And I'll show you another thing, which is I now have two tables open. So you can pop back and forth between the two tables. So you see that this one has fewer records. Cool. It's got our new field and it's got the edits in it. And then because I exported it, then did its own little calculations here. Area, which is essentially the same as, but it does that automatically. Yeah, so that's about it for tables, unless Barry, there's something else you can think of.
That's it. It's good stuff.
It is good stuff. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us.
So that's it for now. Get to work.